Welcome to Words Matter, the podcast where we explore the transformative power of language and how the words we choose shape our lives. I'm your host, Deanna Ley, the Catalytic Coach, and I'm here to guide you on a journey of opportunities, progress, and change. Each episode will dive into a thought-provoking quote or phrase, unpack its meaning, and discover how it can inspire us to rise above challenges, embrace joy in the journey, and ignite our possible. Your words matter because you matter. Now, let's get to today's amazing episode. Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Words Matter. I am so glad you're here for part 3 of our 4-part series on focus. Over the last 2 episodes, we've talked about detaching from the outcome and attaching to progress, as well as shifting from a lack mentality to an abundance one. Well, in this episode, we're deep diving into the concept of failure, learning to see it not as an obstacle, but as an opportunity for learning and growth, and yes, even for fun. Today's quote is by Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. He said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Think about that fantastic quote for a moment. Edison didn't see his missteps as failures. To him, they were bits and pieces of information, each one showing him what didn't work so he could figure out what did. That mindset is exactly what kept him moving forward. And today we're digging into how we can do the exact same, turning failure into feedback. Let me ask you this. How often do you hit a challenge or have a setback or hit what feels like a dead end and immediately think, I've failed. I'm a failure. Maybe even the thought crosses your mind that you're not good enough or that you should just quit while you're ahead. Why even try? But what if you paused and reframed that entire experience? What if instead of seeing failure as the end, you saw it as an open door to help you step forward? Imagine this with me for a minute, if you will. You're in a maze. You're walking along confidently, you're feeling like you're on the right path, and then bam, out of nowhere, you hit a dead end. What do? Do you just sit down and give up? Do you bang on the wall and hope that it turns into a door? Or do you turn around, retrace your steps, and try a different route? With every twist and turn you're taking, you're actually learning. You're figuring out what doesn't work. You're bringing yourself closer to figuring out what does. You're creating a momentum that is a force to be reckoned with. And here's where it gets powerful. Once you hit that dead end, you don't keep going back to it, do you? That would be absurd. Instead, you take that feedback that you just learned and you adjust your direction and you keep going. And that's the beauty of failure. It's not a permanent stop. It's a nudge, a redirection, a chance to grow. And that's what I love about one of my favorite reframes. Knowledge may open the door, but applying the knowledge is what moves you forward. It's not enough to know what doesn't work. You have to take every bit of knowledge and apply it with intention. That's what progress is, friends. It's not about perfection. It's about action and learning and trying again and again and again until you get to where you want to be. And here's where the real magic happens. Every time you apply what you've learned, you're reinforcing your ability to grow and succeed. And it's not just motivational mumble jumble. It's science. Neuroscience shows us that every time we focus on a win or we take an action based on what we've learned, we strengthen our neural pathways in these beautiful brains of ours that are associated with resilience and problem solving. Neuroplasticity is fantastic. It shows us that our brain can learn and adapt. The more you focus on your wins, on the moments where you've figured something out or pivoted or succeeded, the more you reinforce the mindset that says, I can handle this. I've got this. I can do this. So what if failure wasn't just feedback, though? What if it was actually something to celebrate? Wait a minute, Deanna. Are you saying that I should reframe failure as fun? Yes, I am. Think about it. Every dead end you hit is a new clue. It's a chance to play detective and uncover what the next right step could be. The twists and turns of life can actually be fun when you lean in to the adventure of figuring things out along the way. See, Edison didn't dwell on the 10,000 ways that didn't work. He took everything he learned from each of those ways and he applied them to his next attempt. And thank goodness he didn't quit. Where would we be today if he had? He kept going, he kept moving, and so can you. So what, you tried something and it didn't work out the way you expected it to? Awesome! Fantastic! Spectacular! Celebrate that, because every piece of feedback you gain from every attempt is getting you one step closer to what you want for yourself. Every single time you try and you hit a dead end, it's progress, not failure. So friends, what if instead of fearing failure, we got curious about it? What if we said, okay, well, that didn't work. I didn't know what I didn't know, but now I know. I have information I didn't have before, and I'm going to take all of that knowledge and apply it to what I do and where I go next. This leads me to something that I talk about all the time. Bankable wins. See, every single success you've had, no matter how small, is a win that you can bank. And these wins don't expire. You bank them up. They're always there for you, ready to be pulled forward when you need a reminder of what you're capable of. But here's the challenge. When we hit a tough spot, we tend to pull forward all the times we feel like we've failed. We replay those moments on a loop, letting them weigh us down, defeat us, and define us. Let's defeat, friends. How about instead of throwing ourselves a pity party over all the things that didn't work out, we instead pull forward all the times that things did. We pull forward our bankable wins that are as readily available to us as our fretted over failures. What if we reminded ourselves, I've hit dead ends before and figured my way out of those. I can for sure figure this out too. See, every time you focus on a win, you strengthen those neural pathways in your brain. You reinforce your confidence, your resilience, and your ability to solve problems. Here's what I want you to remember. Life is like a maze. It's full of those twists and turns and dead ends and breakthroughs. But every step you take, every misstep, every pivot, every win, all of them, they're all shaping you and preparing you for what's next. Your bankable wins are proof of your resilience. So when you hit a tough spot, pull forward those wins and remind yourself, I've faced challenges before and figured it out. I can do it again. Sure, I've hit a dead end, but it's not a failure, it's feedback. And I believe in my ability to take all that I have learned and use it to guide my path forward. Because as we learned last week, where focus goes, energy flows. When you focus on growth, resilience, and your bankable wins, you create a life filled with momentum and possibility and fun. This week, I challenge you to celebrate the twists and turns of your own journey. Look for the lessons in those challenges, bank up all the wins, and keep yourself moving forward. The maze of life isn't about getting it right every time. It's about finding joy in those twists, power in those pivots, and confidence in your ability to keep going. Friends, the words we see and read, the words we hear, and the words we say to ourselves, about ourselves, what we're doing and how we're doing it, they all matter. Your words matter because you matter. I'll see you next week for the final episode in this focus series, where we'll uncover the difference between happiness and joy and explore how both are found in the journey, not just the destination. Until then, have a great day. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Words Matter. I hope today's message inspired you to embrace opportunities, make progress, and create meaningful change in your life. Remember, every word you speak, especially to yourself, has the power to shape your journey and ignite your possible. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and please share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. Let's keep the conversation going, friends. Connect with me on social media or visit my website at deannaley.com for more inspiration and tools to help you rise and ignite your possible. Until next time, remember, your words matter because you matter.